Beaten in 5 and feeling pretty good about themselves as well. And our match commentators, Jamie Carragher is alongside Rob Hawthorne. Happy New Year to you, Rob.
Happy New Year, Dave, and everyone. Long to fall. The year is young, but the night is long. And so they meet again. The recent trip to Leeds was memorable for Arne Slot for all the wrong reasons, particularly the aftermath. It was the most goals Alisson has conceded in any match this season. Today he's part of a rearguard changed by 2 from the win over Wolves, with Conor Bradley back in on the right side of defence and Andy Robertson recalled on the opposite side for his first league start since the draw with Sunderland here. Ryan Gravenberg got the first in the quick-fire burst of goals in the last match, set up as it was by Jeremy Frimpong, who stays further forward today. Dominic Szoboszlai is available again after suspension. Hugo Ekitike's run of goals, which started at Ellen Road, ended here last time out, but he is Liverpool's main striking option, with Alexander Isak still sidelined. Cody Gakpo still easing his way back to fitness and is on a bench that includes Kerkez, McAllister and Federico Chiesa. Daniel Farke makes 4 changes to the Leeds team that got a point at Sunderland, 1 enforced, others by choice. Lucas Perry has been a constant presence since the beginning of November. Joe Rodon's absences are so rare that his ankle injury is a big blow. Sebastian Bornau, who's made 2 very brief Premier League appearances, gets his first start in the competition. Jayden Bogle gets a break with James Justin in from the beginning for only the second time since he joined Leeds. Ilya Gruev, who started the reverse fixture, does so again. And it's perhaps a sign of caution with Dominic Calvert-Lewin's fitness that Lucas Mecha gets the nod for this fixture. So if Calvert-Lewin's run of successive goals is to be extended to 7, he'll need to do it from the bench. Al Tanaka was the super sub in last month's clash. Fixtures, Daniel Farke has been more concerned about the quick turnaround for the next game against Manchester United than the pause between the last match and this, but it is his Leeds team that will kick the game off. And so these teams will reach the halfway point of this Premier League season on the first day of a new year. Liverpool began 2025 on top of the Premier League and stayed there. Leeds started the old year on top of the Championship and finished the season there. Now they are determined to stay at this level. Goodmanson lining up the throw, looking down the line but not seeing too many options there. And there was one to be spotted. The area had been covered by Ryan Gravenberg.
Real opportunity here tonight for Liverpool when you think of the results a few days ago with Manchester United and Chelsea. There would have been a real worry a few weeks ago. It was actually qualifying for the Champions League positions for Liverpool, but not turning form results, not so much form but definitely results. They seem to put them in pole position, but this almost feels like what the game is going to be about today. A lot of talk of set pieces. Foul from Bradley there, so to really change his situation.
Talk about set pieces is because Liverpool have just dispensed with the services of their set piece coach because of that awful record. Here's Leeds' first chance to add to their woes. Looking to open them up, and Alisson gets his hands to that one. Aronson. Liverpool set-piece woes have been not only defending them, but they haven't scored enough from them either. There's Conor Bradley, with Frimpong, as expected, playing ahead of him. Ibrahima Konate is one of those who will have to watch his step today. This is the last game for both, in which a fifth booking will lead to a suspension, and Konate is treading on eggshells in that respect. Ampadu of Leeds is too. There's Florian Wirtz, from whom Liverpool are finally seeing something like his best. Van Dijk under pressure from Mecha, and that pressure has paid off in seeing the ball break for Aronson. Mecha, who was on a decent goal-scoring run of his own before injury intervened, getting his chance back at the top end of the pitch again tonight.
Yeah, just interesting looking down at Leeds and the setup. Yeah, there's a back five. Only Slot talking in his interview before the game. But when you actually listen to him in the build-up to this game, he was talking about how often problems he felt Leeds caused Liverpool in the corresponding fixture, actually when they went to 4-3-3 in that day. But there's been a lot made of the manager's role, Farkat, and sort of making Leeds a lot more competitive. I think certainly this change of systems had a big influence on that.
All the goals in that previous match were scored in a dramatic second half. Here's Wirtz, this is Ekitike, who set Liverpool on their way with 2 in that game. Held it up well there for Soboslai. Bradley